So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744 Extra, and today, guys, we're gonna be doing one of the streams I've been most anticipated for a long time, and that is we're gonna be discussing who are the best artists in the 21st century. So obviously, guys, we got 30 names in this short list. I was actually doing I was actually preparing for this video tier list, and I feel like 30 is a good number. Obviously, there won't be everyone there. There's going to be some artists that won't be there, but I think these are probably like the 30 most popular ones. And we're going to be trying to break it down and try to put them in a tier list. And only 10 of them will make the actual tier list. And we included all genres, guys. We included pop, we included R&B, we included rap, we included country, included band as well. There's many different ones. And like I said, guys, this is an open panel. So if you guys want to have your say, feel free to join the link in the community tab. Where guys like and subscribe, and I'm very much excited for it because we haven't done a live debate show for quite some time. I just felt like those debates weren't really that fun and exciting, and I feel like this one has the potential to be really fun. So, like I said, guys, sit back and enjoy. And yeah, I'm really excited to do this, man. Really excited to do this. This is one I've been anticipated for a very long time. I have not been more anticipated for a debate than this in a long time. So it knows you guys know how much special this is, and I'll be honest with you guys, I've been loving music a lot so recently. So I'm really excited for this, man. Really excited for this. So, like I said, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to settle in, and that way we can get some people to start. And once we get some panelists on, we will, of course, start the debate. Let me actually let people know in the main channel we're also live. Maybe that could also help as well, get people to come on, of course. So let me see if we can do that quick. Get post real quick. Yeah, so let's read some guys' comments. Matt there says, hi there. Your Cherry says, hi, I'll come on soon. I am pumped. I am pumped. Indeed. Okay. So yeah, as far as how long the stream is going to be, I have no idea. It'll probably be at least an hour if I had to make a guess. Maybe even 2 hours. I'll try to make sure it's not more than 2 hours. So expect around 30 minutes to an hour. That's how I would say. So if you are wondering. So, yeah. All right. So guys, settle in, man. Settle in, man. Settle in. And by the way, guys, I haven't shown you guys the name. So you guys are gonna see the names in a bit. But yeah. All right, so we have a first person to join. I don't know if anyone else is going to join, so let's just start anyway. I don't want to waste time. Let's just start. So, I got the. This is the tier list, as you can see. This is the popular one. There's around 30 artists here, and these are the nominees that are picked from this person. So, shout out to this person. I think it's like I was looking at their video, and they did a list for everyone. We're not going to obviously rank everyone. We're only going to rank 10 of the, but we're going to obviously discuss who makes the top 10, of course. And I believe these are sort of by alphabetical order. And by the way, there's some people you don't know. I got this. I listed all the names right here. So in case people don't know who each person is, I got the names spelled out here in a Word document. So yeah. But yeah. So if you have any further questions before we start, do we have any questions? And is there anyone that should be on this list that isn't on the list?
Let's just go from what I can see, that I can't instantly see from that list, the names I think should be on there. Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Sum 41, and Linkin Park.
Linkin Park is there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw Linkin Park there. Yeah, I think it's Linkin Park.
Sum 41's probably the lowest of those four, so
Yeah.
maybe not them, but certainly Fallout Boy was big in this decade, and so has Green Day.
And remember, guys, we're looking at century, by the way, guys. Top 10 for this century. So there will be some artists that have been kind of big recently, but in the 2020 decade, but obviously we're probably not going to put them in the century ones. I'm looking at the Gen Z artists in particular. But yeah. So let's read some comments before we start. So Matt says Fall Out Boy, Green Day. Do we add them to the list? Let's see what maybe you got. Let us know in the chat. Maybe Sidekick could also help as well. Unfortunately, Psycho won't be able to join the stream thing, but he can participate from the chat. So maybe let's wait for him to see. Maybe let me just type in the chat. So Fall Out Boy. I think Matt's saying that they should at least be in contention. We should at least have the top 30.
Yep. And then we can further debate them there.
Okay, so Psychic says Fall Out Boy is acceptable. Yeah, we could Fall Out Boy. Okay, let me see if we can add. Okay, let me add Fall Out Boy then. Let me get an image. Okay. We'll add Fall Out Boy, I suppose, to list. So choose files. Oh, there we go. Fall Out Boy is added. Anyone else to add?
Was that the other one? Green Day.
Green Day. Okay. All right. But I didn't make this list, by the way, just so you guys know. So don't get mad at me like, oh, how come you didn't pick this? I didn't pick this. Okay. I didn't make this list. Okay. I just found it from the internet. So there we go. All right. 50 Cent. Ooh, yeah, we should probably add 50 Cent. Let's add 50 Cent. Yeah, let's add 50 Cent. I think 50 Cent should be there. Okay. All right. Anyone else to add?
The only other ones that I can think of are like quite big. I mean, there's a shout for Weezer. There's a shout for Hikaru Utada. Sugar Babes hasn't made much of an impact outside of Europe, so I won't say them. But Hikaru Utada's a rogue shout, and potentially Weezer as well. I'd say they've probably been the strongest band of the late 10s.
Okay. Camila Cabello. Ooh, that's good. She's not on this list. She
did spend some of her career in the band Fifth Harmony.
Oh yeah, and Fifth Harmony's not on here. I mean, it's discontinued anyway, so.
So she hasn't always been in her own thing during her career.
I feel like this is good. I feel like we have a good. I feel like we have good. I think 33 is enough. I don't think we need to add more. I think we have. And yeah, Camilla, I don't think we're gonna add her. As Matt said, she used to be part of the band. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and look through the nominees. We're gonna go in alphabetical order, and then the last three we'll just kind of just do those three since we did it. Okay, so let's start with the first one. First name we got here is Adele. Is Adele top 10 worthy?
Off the top of my head, I was thinking no, but I'll put her in the conversation.
Yeah, I think she's at least in contention. Okay, so for those are in contention, we'll put them in the bottom tier, and then we'll rank from there on above. We'll do that later.
I'd say the same for Arctic Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys top 10 to you as well?
Possibly. I'd have to see the other options, but I think they have a good shout.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really know too much about them, so I can't really comment too much. What do you think, Sidekick? What do you think? Let's hear from him. What do you thinks? Maybe we'll put it. Well, maybe we'll put our team. Actually, let's do this. Let's put this right here. Let's put that let's put ones we know for sure are gonna be in the top 10, and then maybe the ones standby we'll put here. So standby.
I'd put Adele and Arctic Monkeys in about the same aim.
Okay. All right. Next up is Ariana Grande. Of course, I'll be biased here, but I do think she deserves to be top 10. Her vocals are amazing, and yeah, I just feel like she's top 10 worthy for sure. Maybe not high in the top 10, but at least in the top 10. So, and I know Matt, you're probably going to say she's not top 10, right?
I'll say she's a contender, but she's, well, I'd say she's potentially dangerously close to not being there.
Yeah, like it's I think I mean, so you're saying she either barely makes it or barely misses it, right?
Not necessarily, but I'd keep her in contention, but there's likely to be names that I'd nominate her over.
Okay. Next one is Avril. What's her name? Avril Lavigne, I believe.
Oh yeah. She was big in the first decade of this century. I mean, she doesn't have that strong of a legacy, but she's a good shout.
Yeah, I feel like she was good in the early 2000s, but I feel like after the early 2000s, she's kind of faded away. So I don't really feel like she's top 10 for a century. So I feel like she misses out.
I'd probably put her above Ariana Grande, but she's probably going to have a better legacy.
Psychic says Avril Lavigne is not top 10. Yeah, I agree. I don't think she is. So I guess we're going majority, and I guess me and Psychic are both saying no. Next up, we have Bad Bunny. Now,
I know nothing about him.
Now, when did Bad Bunny actually start? Let me actually check. Because I don't actually know when he started. I'm actually going to Google check. I'm going to double check that right now. So he started from 2013. Obviously, he's very big in Latino music. He's very big in that sense. He's probably one of the biggest of there. So I think he's probably standby. I don't know if I'll put in the top 10 for sure, but I think he's at least in contention. So yeah, I'll say probably at least in contention, but I don't know for sure I'll put top 10.
I think I will chuck him out.
Okay. Bad Bunny.
That's a fair point from Psychic.
Drake delivered his first big hit in 2018-2019. That was first dip into U.S. charts. So Psychic, what do you say, man? Do we put Bad Bunny in the top? Do we put Bad Bunny in the top 10 or at least in contention? Yeah, and yeah, she sold a lot of records. Yeah, best female artist, top 3. Top 5 singers in the tree.
Maybe BLE could be also a good person in this debate.
I would say because Bad Bunny's a represented Latino music, he deserves to be top 10 at least on this list. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like for the Latino music, we're probably not gonna have that many nominees. So I feel like you gotta at least put him in contention. So yeah, I think he's. I'll just put him I'll just put him in standby.
Yeah, with that with the genre in mind, he can be a contender.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Next up we have here it is
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Yeah, I think Beyonce's top 10.
I don't know yet.
Mm.
But I'd have her above Ariana Grande, and
Yeah, that's probably fair. I'll probably agree with that.
I don't know where I'd have her in the top 30 if she is that, but
I'll be honest, it's interesting. I think he definitely profited being with. I think she definitely profited being with Jay-Z, especially with the Grammys. Oh yeah, I know. Obviously, she did win the Grammys last year, I believe. With her, I think it was a what was the album? There was an album. I forgot the album name, but yeah. Let's put her on standby at least. And yeah. Next up is Billie Eilish. Unfortunately for her, it's too soon. I don't think it should be. She's definitely one of the big mainstream artists nowadays, and she's incredible. Like the amount of records she's done is incredible at her age. That's commendable. And she's even younger than me, so that says a lot actually. What she's been able to do that big. So, but yeah, I mean, I would say probably in the next decade. Like if we're doing this in 2030s, I'll probably put it in the 2020s decade. But in terms of century, no, this century's too soon. This century's too soon. But yeah, she's got really good productions. Discography's pretty good. So yeah, unfortunately, it's too early for her, so that's why we can't put her yet. Next up, it is Britney Spears.
she's had a few hits and then kind of tailed off.
Yeah, I don't think Britney Spears. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. So yeah, Russia's world class. Wait, so Artem Martin's at the bottom. No, we're just putting them in, so like rank. So you joined a little late. So basically, this we're just basically getting people in the top 10. So these are people that are for sure top 10, and these are people that are potentially on standby. So yeah,
Feel free to come on.
Yeah, rank. By the way, if you want to join the links to the community tab. Spears, no. Yeah, no. I like Britney quite a bit, but I associate with her early 2000s. Yeah, I feel like she hasn't. I feel like she because remember, guys, to be considered for the century, you have to be at least relevant, in my opinion, to be 10 years, at least a decade. So, and I feel like, yeah, I feel like not really post 2010s, you know. So that's why I can't put her in that. Never music, which was bad in my opinion. It was a weird time. Next up is Bruno Mars. I think it goes without saying he's top 10. Without saying anyone that dares to dispute this, you're just an idiot. I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure, but I think he's above at least most of these people that are already in contention. So, and I think I'd be happy with him in the top 10.
Yeah, Bruno Mars is definitely top 10. Now, where he ranks in the top 10, I have no idea. But he's definitely top 10. I think we can all agree with that. And we'll discuss where we put them in the top 10 later on. But right now, he's top 10. I think we can all agree with that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'll dispute something involving the A's in a bit later.
Okay. Next up is Charlie XCX, I believe.
I don't know much about him, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no as well. Bruno Mars lately, still by his legacy. Barring the distance, Bruno Mars is closer to get a second MJ. Yeah, Charlie XCX. I don't know about her. I don't think she's top 10. I don't think she's top 10. It's weird time.
Nah.
Vocalist and his future Renly. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, we're not gonna put. I think we're all agreeing that she's not top 10 worthy. Okay, next up is Coldplay. Hey, Coldplay.
They're still relevant. They're going to be performing at the FIFA World Cup final.
Yeah.
But they've had some very, very good hits like Paradise, Clocks, Viva La Vida. So I think they're in it. They've got a very good shout out in this, and I think they're probably one of the stronger ones, contenders here.
Yeah, I think Coldplay's definitely top 10.
Yeah. I'd probably move Adele down one.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. As I said, Coldplay their hits were big. Not gonna lie, Coldplay's top five. I don't mind them being top 10 Soul Time records, which is a factor. Yes, indeed, indeed. Of course. Next is Drake. Drake for me. It's an interesting one. Obviously, Sidekick probably knows Drake better than anyone else does. But yeah, Drake was really big. And I still think he's big. So I think he's definitely top 10. For sure. I mean, he's got big songs like Hotline Bling, God's Plan, One Dance. Those are probably like the three big ones. And yeah, and obviously Sidekick is a huge Drake fan, so obviously he might be a bit biased for this one, but I do think without biasness, I do think he's top 10. I wouldn't have Drake in the top 10 and neither Ed Sheeran. Oh, okay. This is interesting. This is interesting. So what do you think, Mats? Do you think Drake is top 10 worthy?
I'm leaning to. I don't know where I put Drake, but he's probably better at least than at least some of these others. So I don't know where I'd put him for now, but I'll probably would later debate why he's not top 10, depending on what else is about.
Okay, I think he's at least in. I think he's at least in contention. Come on, he at least is in contention. Come on, at least contention.
Sure,
Okay, next is Ed Sheeran.
he's okay.
Yeah.
I think when he started to do these other kind of songs like Shape of You, then his rap, then he got less good. But I've never really loved or hated Ed Sheeran.
I feel like
Um,
Ed Sheeran for me was great, and then I think after Shape of You, I just feel like he kind of just didn't become a. I feel like he just kind of went down, in my opinion. So I just haven't really heard his name that much nowadays. So
I heard him
yeah,
when his name at Ipswich in the FA Cup.
no, I mean like in music. I mean in music
Yeah,
sense.
I know, but still.
So yeah, this might seem crazy to say, but I don't know. Do we put him at least in contention? I feel like he's at least in contention.
I think he's probably going to be filtered out later on.
Yeah, let's read some comments. Sorry. I don't like Drake, but I'll admit he's been very influential. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's definitely very big. Maybe it's because of the downtime of music for Drake, but I'll admit some of his stuff is pretty good. Okay, so I feel like you know what? I feel like Ed Sheeran. Honestly, I'm kind of unsure for this one. This is a difficult one, Matt. Do we put him in the top 10?
Um, Looking at this, I'd have Bruno Mars, Coldplay, Arctic Monkeys above of him. You've also got forgot his name, but the man who was influential in Latino
Bad Bunny.
music.
Bad Bunny, yeah.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. I probably have Ed Sheeran about. Oh, I don't. Yeah, there's definitely names in that list where I don't think he's going to be better than.
Okay, so you know what? I think he misses out. I think he misses out. I think he misses out. Maybe we'll come by and we can consider him, but I think for now he misses out. Next up is Eminem. For
I
me,
think he's got the best shout for any of the rappers in this century.
yeah, for me, I think Eminem for me has to be top 10. I mean, he's probably the one of the biggest rappers of all time. Like
Yeah.
you got to put that in consideration. So
Oh
like
yeah.
that alone is crazy. So he had the biggest rap album debut of all time in his movie, and Legacy is insane too. And he broke so many boundaries for hip hop. The first big white rapper. Yeah. Oh, Rank says I hate that Bad Bunny's the face of Hispanic music.
Is he Brazilian?
Yes, Bad Bunny is Brazilian.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, actually, he was born in Puerto Rico. Sorry, my bad. He's born Puerto Rico. My bad. No, he's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican. My bad. Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Who's
Okay, let's move on.
next?
Next up, it is Frank Ocean.
Remind me of the genre.
Let me see. Frank Ocean. What is he known for?
Or maybe someone in the comments will say.
He's known for R&B and hip hop and gospel. He is R&B. I love Frank Ocean, but I don't know if he can be top 10. Frank Ocean, Love Is 2 Hours, but never top 10 of all time. It's weird. Yeah. So I guess he doesn't have longevity, so I guess he missed out. Next up is Future. I don't think Future is top 10 worthy. I love his Futures with The Weeknd, of course. But in general, I just don't feel like standalone he's that great. So
I don't really know him, and I'm gonna just say he's not in contention.
yeah, I don't think Future is top 10. So he's close. Close to top 10. Made some trap music, famous other music, but he's close. Okay, maybe we'll put him to standby then, I guess. But I don't think he's gonna make the list. Outside likes the Kendrick and Drake. Yeah, that's for me. He does have a lot of futures, to be fair. So maybe we should put that in consideration. But yeah, let's put at least in contention then in that case. He's up there. Okay. Moving on, next we have it is Gorillaz. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know much about Gorillaz, so
I know they did have that one album that was good. I'd say they have a better shot than Future, but I don't know if they'll make the top 10.
yeah. I'll put Gorillaz in the top 10, but that might be a me thing.
Yeah, I'm happy to consider them.
All right. Most of the recent stuff hasn't been as good, though. So, yeah, I don't think they're top 10 in that case. So, yeah, I don't know about them, not gonna lie. Oh. Okay, next is Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragons.
Them. I think they're a contender. There's going to be bands that will be ranked above them, but I think they are better than the names that have been, well, at least most of the names that have been left out, and some of the names that are being considered.
Imagine Dragons, fat no. Cordiest hits of all time. I would have Imagine Dragons in top 10 as much as I loved them before. Ooh. They sold a ton of records, so that might be a factor. Okay, let's at least put them in contention, but we'll see. Next up, it is Justin Bieber. Obviously had his new album yesterday, Swag, which I haven't listened to, by the way, but I heard it's been very controversial. That's all I'm going to say. And this cover looks very interesting, which I don't really want to speak too much about, but
he used to be very divisive.
So, for me, Justin Bieber, influential, yes, not my taste. He had his prime. He is top 10, might be a me thing. He's influential for teen pop. That is true. I feel like for teenagers, he's probably good. He's influential.
Specifically for teenage girls.
So
he was hated by teenage boys.
Biggest teen pop star of all time. So this is an interesting one, guys. We put Bieber in the contention.
I think he's a glass cannon in his chances.
This is tough. I remember, guys. Wait, how many people you got so far? We got 8. We got 12 so far. We got 12 already. So, maybe we'll put him in contention just to be nice. Or actually, you know what? I don't think I'm. You know what? I don't think I'm going to put Bieber. Honestly, I don't think Bieber's top 10. I'm leaning towards no. I don't think it's contention. So Matt, So what do you think, man? Yes or no? What do you think? I'm leaning towards no.
Chances are I'm not going to make an argument for him later on, so I won't suggest that he goes in.
Yeah, Timberlake. I love some of his songs, but did he have an all-timer album?
I'd say no for him.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. But he was original Canadian pop star. Yeah. And next up is Kanye West.
No.
Kanye West for me. I feel like he's top 10, but I don't know. I mean, his reputation recently has been gone downhill, but I still think he's top 10. I'll still put him in top 10, but maybe not high in the top 10. Yeah, classic albums, bro. Like, yeah, his first top 4. Yeah, I agree. Most influential rapper of all time. Literally his first top 4. Rank talks about saying no, thank you, Kanye. Wow, we have a split here. So me and Sidekick are saying yes, and Matt and you are saying no.
Then he's got to go in that. Yeah, he's got to go down there.
Okay, fine. We'll put him in contention. All right. Next up, it is Katy Perry.
I think she would have been in until about 2015, so no.
Yeah. No. Like her early hits, man, was very good. Like, obviously, Dark Wars, Firework, Roar, very big hits.
I'd say Raw was later on, and like that. I'm thinking like her starts around like 2009, 10, 11, and then once you get to Raw, that's where it starts getting not very good.
Yeah, so for me, she's gone too downhill. So I'm sorry for that reason. I can't put her in this. So it feels bad because I actually used to listen to music a lot, but I obviously have to put my biasness aside and be objective and realize, hey, she likes coffee. Nobody loves her. She guys fell off. I love coffee. Low. Katie had a big debut, but no. Okay, next up it is Kendrick. Now, obviously, Psychic is gonna be very biased here. Kendrick Lamar. This is an interesting one. That's what. Yeah. Wait. I think someone just joined. Why can't I zoom down? I don't like this new StreamYard view, honestly. There we go. All right. Hello, Brandon.
Hey.
Hey. Well, I saw you guys were talking about music, the best artists, so I just wanted to just come in here. So yeah.
Yeah, this is really interesting. So we'll quickly fill you in. But first let's finish this list and then we'll get through it. Do you think? So Kendrick Lamar, we just got here. This is actually perfect for you. You just joined at the right time. So, okay. Here's the thing with Kendrick. I feel like in terms of rappers, he's very good. But in terms of music artist, I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's a good rapper, but in terms as a music artist, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think so, honestly.
Yeah, and obviously his big standout hits are "Humble," of course. Not Like Us, obviously coming to big last year, and then obviously what other big hits he had? "Money Trees," I think.
Yep.
And to
Also,
Pimp a Butterfly. So, yeah.
If Pyrus were Crips, they all got along. They probably, yeah. Forgot the name. It's but yeah, I haven't heard Kendrick in a while, but I used to hear him back then.
Oh yeah, All the Stars. I love All the Stars. It's a really good song. All the Stars.
All
Amazing
Stars,
song.
yeah.
Yeah, but as much as I love that song, I mainly love it for another person, not for Kendrick. And we'll get to the other person a bit later. And I think Brandon knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, for me, I don't think Kendrick is top 10. So do we
Nah,
put him as standby, or do we like just completely omit him?
I'd probably put him as an honorary mention.
Yeah, I feel like maybe okay. Well, maybe put him as like in the standby, but
Yeah.
in terms of like, yeah, I think let's put him in standby, I guess, for now. All
Yeah.
right, next up we
put him-
have. Next up we have here it is, Lady Gaga.
Nah,
But I
I
think she's
wouldn't.
better than some of these people.
Lady Gaga. Yeah, I'm gonna say no as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
She did have the big song though, "Die with a Smile," which I really love. But
I like the song Paparazzi. It's good.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Paparazzi.
There's some good
Bad
hits
Romance.
there.
There's a ton of good songs by Lady Gaga.
yeah. Actually, let me just check her discography real quick, guys. If you guys don't mind. So 2008, 2011, 2013, 16, 20, 25. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, this is a tough one. She's close. I think we should at least put her in contention. At least in contention.
I would say so.
Okay. Lana Del Rey, for me.
No.
Nah, she's overrated. She's overrated, actually.
Yeah. So next up is
The
Lil
only-
Wayne.
No.
Nah.
Bro, I heard his.
Nah.
I haven't listened to the new album. But I heard the new album wasn't good.
Yeah, I think he's washed up. He's washed.
Yeah. I'll admit he's funny. He's
Even
funny.
even in his prime, he was very divisive.
Yeah, he was.
Ooh,
quite
Sidekick says
divisive.
yes to Lil Wayne.
Yes to Lil Wayne.
He's washed though.
And like the two songs I can remember, he did them. Well, the two songs I remember most, he did them with two of the artists on here. Drop the World, that was with Eminem. Mirror, that was with Bruno Mars.
Also the song with Kanye West, Drake, Eminem.
And remember, guys, we're looking at these artists individually, not as collabs. So,
Right.
you know. Highest selling rapper in those years. I rest my case. Okay, maybe we should at least put in contention. Yeah. Okay,
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys say no.
Yeah. I honestly, he's been washed up to me, honestly.
That's no then. No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. Okay. Next up is Maroon 5.
And then you missed one out.
You missed one.
No.
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, Lincoln. No, Lincoln Park. That's Linkin
Yes,
Park.
they go in.
Absolutely. They have to go in. They have so many banger after banger after banger.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Maroon 5.
Maybe.
Yeah, possibly, but I'd probably put them. I'm kind of like maybe or probably put them because they're actually good. They're actually good
Yeah,
band.
I remember some of my favorite songs like Sugar, Maps. I remember those two songs.
Girls
Yeah.
Like You. Yep.
Girls Like You. I used to listen, but not much anymore. So
Payphone.
Payphone. Yep.
Moves Like
Without
Jagger.
Without You. Won't go home
Animals.
without you.
Yeah. Next up is Miley Cyrus. For me,
Nah.
No.
If it's Hannah Montana, yes, but Miley Cyrus, no.
Yeah. No.
She's carried by Hannah Montana and Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Nicki Minaj.
I I'd say she's better than Ariana Grande, but I wouldn't put her in top 10. And her standout song Starships, a lot of that was from Red One's songwriting.
I feel like we gotta at least put her in contention because I think she's the only female rapper in this list. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, the other female rappers aren't good enough to be fair, but still, maybe at least a contention. But yeah, I don't know about top 10, but let's at least put in contention.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Next up, we have Post Malone.
I think you missed one.
Yeah, I think you missed one.
Wait, who did I miss?
The one to the right of Lil Wayne. No, other way.
Huh.
I don't know who that is.
I forgot who.
But there's one between Lil Wayne and Post Malone.
Yeah, that's Miley Cyrus.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. All right, Post Malone.
No.
The only song that I know from Post Malone is Chemical. It's Chemical.
Hey, Sunflower's pretty good.
Some of them, but yeah, it's the only song that I know of from him.
Yeah. I was like, we already did Lana Del Rey. We already discussed her. Okay. Next up, next up we have.
She probably isn't a contender if you can't remember her name.
I'm trying to remember her name, man. Why did I forget? I think I skipped her name. Oh, Shakira. That's Shakira.
Oh, Shakira.
Shakira. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, definitely. Has to be in there.
Yeah. Put her in contention.
Has to be there.
Okay, next up is SZA, man. So remember I was saying, guys, all the stars. Her part of the song is amazing. I love that part. And I checked out some of their songs. Like I like Luther's pretty good. And yeah, SZA's really amazing, man. I need to check out more of her music.
She was last seen failing AEL.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like
Rank will get the reference.
I feel like SZA at least is a contention.
I say no.
What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, I kind of feel indifferent, honestly.
Wow.
What does the chat think?
Sakic says yes. Objectively, yes. Well, she is a contender. Yeah,
I don't really hear her songs at all.
Neither do I.
Except it is Taylor Swift.
Fuck no.
She's overrated. She's overrated, but given how she's popular.
Yeah, you still got to put her in contention.
You still got to put her, even though she's overrated.
João Felix is popular. Doesn't make him a good footballer.
She's at least very successful.
Yeah, the difference is at least she's successful at what she's doing. João Felix, not.
So, I don't know for the weekend. Obviously, yes. Obviously, yes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Contender.
Absolutely.
I think he's definitely top 10 in my opinion.
He's
a little biased there. I might be a little biased there, but I think he's definitely top 10.
He has to be in there.
Yeah. I guess just right there for objectively because her influence.
Exactly. She's basically like, I'll tell you this. Taylor Swift, like, she's basically like HH. She has all the influence, basically. Like, so I mean, So you have to put her.
Yeah. If Drake's not top 10, Weekend is a holy bias. Hey, I tried to argue Drake was top 10, putting the content automatically top 10, but Matt's in rank. I just shut it down automatically. So okay, fine. We'll put him in contention then, I guess, to make things fair. Okay. Holy bias. Okay. Okay. And now we have the last three. Let's just do these three real quick. So
Yeah, let's do
I'll let
this.
Matt take center stage for this with three. So I think this is a
So
right?
Fallout Boy. Yes.
I like Fall Out Boy. Yes.
They're a contender. I don't know where I'd put
But-
them, but they'd be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know where to put them. I mean, I like Fall Out Boy, but yeah, it's tough. I think my first song from Fall Out Boy is "Sugar We're Going Down."
Yeah. Okay.
I'd probably put them in eighth, I guess. Probably put them, yeah.
All right. And then next up is Green Day, right?
Top 10.
Top 10. Yep. Top 10.
All right. And the last one is 50 Cents.
He's better than other rappers, but then a lot of other rappers, but then again, so is Clint Dempsey.
Doesn't really say much.
I probably won't put him in top 10, but I don't really mind where he goes.
50 Cent based on his prime is like top 10, top 3 biggest rap of all time.
Yeah.
He had the biggest rap debut album. He had many games and movies about him. By the way, this was all in 2003, 2005, and he had hits or influence like many men. Yeah, I feel like okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's
He
go
has influence, yes. At least put
Okay.
him in contention.
All right, so now we have narrowed it down to how many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And we've got then isn't the next stage who to kick out?
Hey, wait. I'm trying to count how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Wow, we got 23 people.
Oh wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, we got to come with 10.
I don't see
Okay, you know what? To make things interesting, let's actually go from backwards this time. Okay, actually, let's go from different genres. So, how many genres you got represented? So, you got pop, you got R&B, you got rap, you got country. Wait, do we have any country people here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
band.
think so.
We got band. So, pop, rap,
That's
R&B, band. Okay. All right. So, how should we tackle this now, guys? This is going to be difficult.
Start by filtering people out.
Okay. Should we discuss how many per each category?
No, I don't know.
I feel like there should be 3 rap, 2 R&B, 2 bands, 2 others. Because rap is dominant genre for music much of the 2010s and beyond.
I'd only put 1 or 2 rappers in, to be honest.
Okay. Let's start, I suppose. Okay. So we're gonna put these in these tier. If you're in this tier, that means you're definitely gonna be in the top 10. So let's just go around the room and just ask if we agree with this. So is Dell top 10 for you guys?
I'm not sure.
Adele?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'd drop her down, to be honest.
This is difficult. Adele, I feel, is carried by hits.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. In that case, I guess we're gonna drop her down. Her voice is great. Yeah. Bruno Mars, I think Bruno Mars is top 10 worthy.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
And he's
we're gonna
still
put
relevant right now.
Yeah. This might not drop an album. Coldplay.
Yes.
Coldplay, top 10 worthy?
Top 10.
Yes.
Top 10
Okay.
one.
Okay. Eminem.
Yes.
Ooh, Sidekick says no to Coldplay.
Ah.
Who do you guys say are the best band of this 21st century? If we can only choose one band.
Best band, probably Green Day.
I'd say Coldplay.
Yeah, personally for me, I'd say Coldplay.
But yes, Coldplay's certainly top 10.
Yeah. Okay. Eminem for sure is top 10.
Yes.
Green,
Yeah, has to be. Has to be.
Green Day, top 10.
Yes.
Not sure. I mean, they're
I thought
definitely
you
good.
were
but
sure, or Brandon.
I'm not sure. I
You
like
seemed
Green
confident
Day,
earlier.
well, I mean, as Honorary mentions, yes, but top 10, probably like in the lower, probably like 8th or 9th or 10th, around there.
Okay. Psyche says top 10 all time since 2000. I can name 3 other bands. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when, like if you're showing an average person this top 10, will they be able to recognize them by face?
I think so.
This is
think so.
difficult. Radiohead, Linkin Park, Coldplay, Maroon 5. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of unsure about Green Day, to be honest with you guys.
No, they're definitely top 10. Even top 5, in fact. The ones they Maroon 5 isn't in that conversation amongst the best bands, and neither are Radiohead.
Yeah, neither are Radiohead.
All right,
Linkin Park also stays in.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're definitely
Arctic Monkeys top 10.
Potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
Of those that are there, I'd be kicking out for sure. I'd be kicking out Ariana Grande. That
Wait, let's go
one to the right of Drake,
let's go
probably
one at a
Drake.
time.
I'd kick out the
Let's
two
go one at a
Ks.
time. Wait, let's go one at a time. All right, Arctic Monkeys. So are we saying yes or no? For me, I'm saying no.
I think there are quite a lot in there that they're better than, but I'm not 100% sure whether they make top 10.
Brandon, what do you think?
For who?
Arctic Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys.
Potentially, but they're definitely good.
Okay. Next is Ariana Grande. This is a really difficult one.
No.
Oh man, I guess I'm beating
Recently,
here.
I think she's fallen off. Recently.
I mean, maybe barely in the top 10.
Yeah, I think it's probably tough.
I mean, she's got a lot of standout albums, but I don't know. This is a difficult one. I think. Well, let's get. I don't know. This is a difficult one. I think I'm outnumbered here, but maybe we'll come back to this one later. Okay, Bad Bunny.
Has to
I
be
think, given the genre and the context, I'm happy to keep it in high contention.
They're definitely Bad Bunny has to be in there. He's definitely, especially for Spanish songs, definitely Bad Bunny has to be in there.
Okay. Beyonce.
I'm leaning towards no, to be honest.
At the moment, yeah, no.
Okay.
If it was in the 2000s, yes, but we're in the 2020s right now, so probably not.
Okay. Next up is Drake.
No.
No,
Wow.
no.
But big yes. Sidekick says yes
Big
to Drake.
yes.
Well, keep in mind, he's a huge Drake fan. I feel like
Yeah, he's
this is
a.
a difficult one. But I feel like
For
Drake.
me,
I feel like
no.
Drake's still,
But yeah, this is tough.
he's still very
Like,
big.
he's better than some of these other people, but I doubt I'm going to even put him in the top 10 for the ones that we do keep in contention.
Mm,
He's better than at least three of the next four that are coming up, but I can see some in there that would be ahead of him.
okay.
But I'm
Future,
thinking
no.
no.
I don't think Future, no. Yeah, that Future verse for him, Imagine Dragons.
Probably not.
Probably not. As much as I love Imagine Dragons, yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I just wait. Did we skip Rihanna?
I'm putting my biases aside.
Oh, I think I skipped Rihanna, guys. Oh my jeez. I'm an idiot. Rihanna for me is at least contention.
Yeah, she has to be in contention.
Okay. Kanye West.
No.
No way.
Ah,
No way.
Okay. Kendrick, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Lady Gaga.
Doubtful.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Maroon 5.
Maybe.
I feel like we got to put two bands at most. I'm not putting more than two bands.
Well, if that's the case, then no.
I'd agree. Well, there are three bands in, but I think they deserve to be there.
Okay,
Yeah,
Nicki
they have
Minaj.
Probably. I'm probably not.
Okay.
But still has a better case than some of these others.
Nicki Minaj, yeah, no. Okay. Next up, it is Shakira.
I'd be fine with her in the top 10.
Yeah, I think she can be in the top 10. If Bad Bunny can be there, then I think Shakira as well, because they've been strong influences in the Spanish genre.
All right. SZA.
No.
As much as I love her, I don't think she's top 10. So. Taylor Swift.
No.
I want to put my biases aside. I mean, I know she's overrated, but she just has to be in there.
Yeah, I feel like we got to put her in top 10. Like, maybe low end of top 10.
No.
No.
It's just like, I mean, I'm trying to put my bias aside.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like, for
bias
me,
aside, she might be top 20.
That's a difficult one.
Well, I don't want to get attacked by my friends who are Taylor Swift fans. They will never talk to me if I talk trash about Taylor Swift. So I'm trying to.
Like we've got 7 in there. Well, for some reason Linkin Park got removed, but I can see at least 3 others that should be ahead of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's a good point to
Okay.
make.
Okay, weekend, yes. Yes.
He's one of the one. I don't know about top 10, but he's certainly above Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I put him above Taylor Swift.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's Fall Out Boy.
Let's keep it at 2
Probably
bands.
not.
So, yeah.
Yeah, 2 bands
And-
max. Yeah.
I'd say
And
3
I've said no.
bands.
Nah, I'm saying 2.
Well, Linkin Park's better than most of these others.
50 Cent, no.
Nah.
No.
Rihanna, yes. I want to say yes to Rihanna.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. If you're not gonna let me,
I think
get my
her. I think
favorite,
her.
At least get my second favorite. At least get my second.
I
Favorite.
think she was probably at her best before kind of the end of the first decade, the 2000s.
All right, what about you, Brandon? Are you saying yes to Rihanna?
I'm like
She
indifferent, honestly.
Maybe.
I'm like, maybe.
Okay. And then Kanye West. I feel like he got to be top 10.
No.
I have 2.
Huge
Okay,
no.
okay.
Huge.
We already agreed on well, at least me and Brandon did.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. Okay,
huge
well,
no.
Drake then. We gotta at least get Drake in the top 10.
He's got a better shout.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say so.
Okay, Drake top 10. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, can I at least get one of my favorite people? I want to get
Linkin Park and one of Rihanna or Lady Gaga.
No,
with 2 bands
not
alone.
Lady Gaga.
I think 2 bands.
I'll
More than
probably
2 bands.
I don't get that at this 2 bands limit.
All right, Brandon, how many bands should be there in the top 10? I think 2 is enough.
either 2 or 3. Either 2 or 3 for me.
I see no problem with 3 at all.
Okay,
I can understand. I can understand 4 being a bit too much, but 3's a nice sweet spot.
Yeah, 3 I think is just right. How many
Okay.
others do we have apart from bands? We have Coldplay. We have Coldplay, and I think we have Green Day. If I'm
We have
not
Green Day.
mistaken.
Yeah, Coldplay,
Coldplay,
Green Day, Linkin Park, all 3 are contenders for top.
Yeah.
Okay, Sidekick and Pookie, let me know in the chat. How many bands do we have? I'm personally saying 2.
I would probably, for me, if I was me, I would probably put, I guess The Weeknd and freaking Taylor Swift. Even though I don't like Taylor Swift, I don't hear her songs. I'd probably put.
Yeah, and Sidekick. I think Sidekick. Yeah, Sidekick says 2 as well because Pop and Raph have more priority, which I agree with.
Fuck that.
And Pookie's. All right. Pookie says how many bands on the list? Let's see. How many
I
we
think
had?
he's
in-
got-
2 or
Oh, he's
We had
the
2 in the 2 and then 3, and
Yeah.
4 and then
4,
5,
5,
and 6. We had 6 bands.
7 actually.
7. Okay. And 2 of those got extra added. Then they weren't even originally on the list. So. So, Brandon, you're saying 3 or 2?
I think Brandon said 3.
Yeah, 3 for me.
Oh, I meant names. Okay.
So we have Coldplay. We have so we have Coldplay. Coldplay, Linkin Park, and Green Day.
Yes. All 3 are contenders for the top spot. Or at least like all the top 5. I think Linkin Park and Rihanna seem like good names to complete the list. Maybe Adele.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. Okay, so let's wait for Pookie, I guess, to reply, and then I guess we'll move from there. So we got 1, 2, 3,
How
4,
long
5,
are we
6, 7,
giving?
8. All right, and then let's see who we're gonna round up this list. Let's get So Brad, who
Surely
who
we
are
have,
you going?
I'm probably gonna put The Weeknd and Taylor Swift to round it off. I'm
The
trying to put
Weekend's
my
already in
bias.
there.
Oh, it's already in. Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Probably put. Oh, this is tough. Probably put Taylor Swift in. Well, probably put Taylor Swift or I don't know.
Who has a better shout out, Adele or Rihanna?
Adele or
Rihanna.
yeah, probably Rihanna.
Okay, I'd be happy to complete that with Linkin Park and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Your stuff. Yeah.
All right, let's wait for Pookie to decide. So basically, we're in a split. We have a tie here. So Pookie's
How do you know
either
he's
2 or
still
3.
watching?
He's still watching. So Pookie, tell me in the chat how many bands should make the top 10, 2 or 3. And then we'll get one more female, I guess, artist.
2, I guess. He said 2. He said 2.
All right, so 2. So, all right, Brandon and Matt, so you guys have to make a decision. Which band we're kicking? Which band shouldn't make the top 10? Because I think Coldplay.
I'm fine with taking out Coldplay. I think I might be fine.
What?
Or
I feel like Linkin Park probably had a bigger impact, but Coldplay is probably easier for me to defend.
So you want to remove Linkin Park?
For me, I personally love Linkin Park. I grew up with Linkin Park, and kind of like what Matt was saying, like I think Coldplay, I think he's a bit more mainstream.
But I think it also would also I think also we can only settle on 2 if there's if there's like 2 actual names that can go in there, which will make I suppose would be Rihanna and maybe Adele.
Okay, so you're okay with Coldplay and Green Day making the top 10.
Well, they've got to be there.
Okay.
If anything, Linkin Park should also be there, but they probably have the smallest chance at getting first place.
All right. Let's do a poll. Let's do a polls, I guess, for the last ones, I guess.
Yeah, in a little bit, I'm gonna have to head out. 80. Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, just make it. So who should be the last 2 female artists? Just tell that before we round up.
Probably Adele and Taylor. Probably Adele or Taylor for me. Adele and Taylor.
Okay.
I'll say Adele and Rihanna.
Okay, I'll say Rihanna, and I guess Ariana might for me my favorite 2, and then I guess Pookie. I guess Pookie's gonna tell us. So Pookie, tell for the last 2. So I guess we're all in agreement. Rihanna. I guess Rihanna's agreement.
Rihanna and Taylor. He said Rihanna and Taylor.
let's also
Can I
let's
say-
also let's
Oh,
also
that's
drag let's also drag Kanye and Kendrick down to the out section, and some of the others that we're.
Okay. Okay. Let's just put these, I guess. Okay, so Pookie says Adele and Rihanna better than both. So, Mats, you're going with Adele as well?
Yeah, I think I'd say it's between Adele and Lady Gaga and maybe Beyonce.
Yeah, I'd probably put.
And then I'd probably put Ariana in fourth place.
Yeah, I'd probably put Adele and Taylor.
Okay, so I think most of us going Rihanna, and this is really difficult.
I'm hearing no votes for Caesar, so she can get eliminated.
It's Sizzle, by the way.
Is there anyone making a case for Beyonce either?
Maybe we put her in. I mean, she's one of the best-selling artists of all time. Significant figures as well.
I'm saying Taylor Swift because like she's a significant. She has a ton of influence.
I still think she probably huge from Mary J.
I'd say not for the right reasons.
Okay,
Well,
you know what? Okay, guys, I have the perfect idea. This is probably a really bad idea, but we're all stuck here. So we got to do something, and I'm going to do it. So
you're going to use a thing that doesn't have ears.
Yeah, this is good. We're all stuck. Okay, we need to. How are we going to decide this?
Also, well, I'm okay with Beyonce, but I've not heard any cases for her.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't heard anything for Rihanna.
Okay, choose the best.
I've heard some people make a case for Rihanna.
Okay, so. Okay, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and who else?
I think that was the five. I think that was the five of them.
Yeah, five. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so but Taylor Swift 1, Beyonce 2. Okay. So I guess
didn't we have Rihanna in there already?
Oh yeah.
Or did no? Okay. Yeah. So, so then that does maybe the ChatGPT thing needs to be reworded.
So chat. So do we go Taylor Swift and Beyonce?
I would say Beyonce has a better chance, but I don't think she's better than. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I'd be okay with her in there, but
yeah, I'm okay with Beyonce.
Okay, so Beyonce, Rihanna.
Anyone but Taylor Swift.
Beyonce.
Okay, let's do a poll, guys. Are we okay with Beyonce, Taylor Swift? That's right, Beyonce, Rihanna.
No, only one can go in.
Wait, how?
Only one?
Okay, that's 9.
By the way, I'm being objective here, so I haven't I'm not being biased. So Don't call me, oh, you're being biased whatsoever. You know. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this poll. So how many people are here? We got 6 people here, I believe. So we need 4 votes.
Yeah,
4 votes.
I'm gonna have to head out right now. So, but yeah,
Okay. All right. See you.
thanks, man.
We already got. We are okay. So BLE's persistent against Skillet. I think we already got 2 bands. I think we have enough bands. Linkin Park.
Yeah, BLE, for some reason, ADE and a couple of other people wanted to only have 2 bands, which I think is ludicrous, given that there are 3 here that could contend for first place. Give your thoughts, BLE, but I think the obvious spot to complete that, the obvious artist to complete that top 10 is Linkin Park.
All right. So let's see what you guys saying here in the chat. So we got 3 votes. All right. Let's just remove them. So I guess we'll put Beyonce. So all right. There's our top 10. So yeah, there's our top 10. Am I happy with this top 10? It's fine, I guess. So, you know, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, this was for fun. So I think it's a good top 10 we got here. At least one of my favorites made it. So not quite all of it, but it's fine, I guess. Okay, so 10th place.
Drake.
Who is 10th here? Drake 10th?
Yes.
I feel like it's a bit too low.
9 or 10.
Okay, how about we work from wait, should we work from top to bottom?
I think that might be where the biggest debate is.
Let's put Bad Bunny 10th.
Okay.
9th?
Drake. Or Beyonce. I don't think either of them get to 7.
I guess I'll put Beyonce 9th. All right. So yeah, let's put 9th Beyonce, I guess. 8th.
Drake.
I think we put Shakira 8th. Yeah, let's put Shakira 8th.
I don't know about that, but then again, I don't think I'd put her number 1.
Okay. So Shakira 8th.
From that lot, I would say top 5 in no order: Bruno Mars, Eminem, Green Day, Coldplay, and you know what? I'll say Shakira.
Wait, is this true? They peaked. They're famous in 90s. Wait, hold on. Why are we putting them in this list then?
Because they got to the peak of their powers in the 2000s. Green Day in the 90s were like Ronaldo at Man United. Green Day in the 2000s was like Ronaldo at Real Madrid.
Okay. Honestly, just from that information, I'm also kind of agreeing with BLE and Psychic. I don't think they should be in this list.
But the 90s, they weren't that influential.
I feel like okay. Then should we put Linkin Park as alternative then over Green Day?
But
this is the 2000s. Just by the way, this is just 2000s.
Green
so-
Day has played mostly in the 2000s.
Yeah, Eminem was mostly popular in the 2000s, so I think Eminem is fair to be here. But Green Day, and keep in mind, guys, they weren't even originally in this list. So, yeah, I think I'm sorry, Matt. I think I'm gonna have to reject Green Day. Sorry. Would you be okay with Linkin Park as alternative?
Well, I've been saying that they were in a top 5 contender, but what you didn't say at the start of the team is the band has to have started in 2000.
Yeah,
You did not say that.
My bad. I should have said that.
I don't. That seems like a bit of random criteria to throw it in 1 hour and 21 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, well, I guess Linkin Park's a good alternative.
So top 5, not sure on the order: Bruno Mars, Eminem, Coldplay, Linkin Park, and Shakira.
So are you happy with the bottom 3? Yeah, I think this is
Bottom. I'm happy with the bottom 2.
okay. Let's see. I think we put Eminem 7th for me.
No, I'd say he's definitely better than Weeknd, Drake, and Rihanna.
I feel like, yeah, this is where it's gonna get really difficult from this point on.
But he's goat rapper. Goat rapper.
I know, but I feel like I don't know. This is really difficult, man.
Drake is 7, Rihanna's 6th. I'll say Shakira's. Oh no! Wait, yeah. Drake is 8th, Weeknd 7, Rihanna 6th, Shakira 5th. I'll say I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure on the top 4.
You know what I realized, guys? This is gonna be really difficult in this part because we're gonna have our own biasness and we're gonna have our own biasness kick in, and
Shouldn't you have considered that before doing the topic?
I know that. Well, I think this was a fun, challenging topic. That's what I wanted to do, and I think it was a very interesting one. At least I didn't do it by myself. At least because if I did it by myself, I would have been more biased. So.
Oh yeah.
ChatGPT. You know what? You know what? ChatGPT might actually should we actually do that? Nah, I don't want to do ChatGPT for this part. But at the same time, though, we're gonna be biased when we make this list. So, you know what?
How many of the?
Or how about we do this? Or how about we do this? We make our own list and then we compare to ChatGPT. See what it thinks.
Or like what we could Ada, who's your top 5? And let's see if you and I have how many of the agreed top 5s we've got, and then at least some of them can be in that section.
All right. See, obviously, my favorite is Weeknd. Obviously, he's revolutionized pop and R&B, and he's done music for like 2011 to 2025, 14 years. Truth be told, though, he didn't really become big, globally big, until like 2015, probably when he made that big song, "The Hills." That was probably his first big song. So it's been 10 years, basically, from the big hit.
Also, say this: Shakira became very influential by producing one of the most popular World Cup songs of all time.
Yeah.
And so she has an appeal from people who that even aren't as invested in music.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This is difficult.
My contenders for first place would be Eminem, Bruno Mars, Coldplay, and Linkin Park.
I don't think Bruno Mars is top.
Okay, yeah, I'd be happy to put him lower then. Yeah, I was less confident. I wasn't even thinking he'd be first, but seeing as there was quite a popular push for him, I thought, oh, he can potentially go very high.
Yeah. I feel like we should just do ChatGPT, honestly, because at this point it's going to be difficult for us to rank. So, yeah. Okay, let's do this then. Let me switch tabs here. So how many? So let's ask ChatGPT to rank from these 10.
I had a look at 3 tier lists before the day before, and one of them did have Green Day in.
Yeah, this one didn't. So
This must have been one of the 2 that I looked at that didn't have.
all right, let's see. Let's see how it ranks this 10. Shakira 10th, Linkin Park 9th, 8th Coldplay, 7th Bruno Mars, 6th Bad Bunny, 5th Rihanna, 4th Eminem, 3rd Drake, 2nd The Weeknd, 1st Beyonce. Hey, what is this rank based on?
Global impact, commercial success, cultural influence, musical longevity in the 21st century.
Yeah.
All
right.
I wouldn't have Shakira at first, but this order's pretty backwards.
Okay.
And although I would agree on Weekend being higher than Drake and maybe a couple of others on there.
Okay, let's start from bottom to top. So, are we all okay with Shakira 10th?
No, I think she's 5th, maybe 6th.
I feel like 10th is harsh. I don't agree with 10th.
Agree.
Okay, so Pookie, BLE, and Psychic. Who's number 10 for you guys? It's Beyonce sorry, Shakira number 10. Shakira 8th above Bad Bunny. Yeah. Yeah, let's put Shakira yeah, we put Bad Bunny 10th, so yeah, because she popularized the Latino music before Bad Bunny, I believe. So I think Shakira above Bad Bunny. I feel like Beyonce's kind of low now about it. Okay, so let's start from the bottom. So Bad Bunny 10th. Are we okay with that, guys?
I'd say it's in the bottom half, but I'd say 8th at most, but
I think 10th is fair. Pookie and Sidekick Man. Are you guys okay with Bad Bunny Ted.
I haven't heard enough of Bad Bunny, so I can't make too much of a claim.
Man,
Much of a
I wish Zilla
case.
was here, man. Okay, 9th, Beyonce. I feel like that's kind of low, honestly.
I would not put her above 8th. Maybe 7 at a push, but she bottom half.
Okay, Shakira 8th.
5 or 6.
Okay, so I guess we agree with the top bottom 2. I guess. Then who's 8th for you?
Drake.
8th for me. I'll put Linkin Park, honestly.
No. Top 4.
All right, let us know in the chat what you guys are saying. 8. Who are you guys putting 8? For me, I'm gonna say Linkin Park, I guess, reluctantly, and Matt's going to Drake.
From 8 to first, to say Drake, The Weeknd, probably Rihanna at 6th, probably Shakira at 5th, Bruno Mars probably 2nd to 4th, and then top 3, maybe one of them at 4th would be Coldplay, Eminem, Linkin Park, but I'm not sure on the order.
Actually, another one. I didn't even think about this at the beginning. What are we ranking this based on?
Because if you
Our
go off
preferences?
awards, then it's like ICOM ranking footballers based on Ballon d'Ors and FIFA awards.
Yeah, now that I like we didn't like I should I didn't even think about this until now. Like, what are we ranking this based on? Like our preferences, or like how big they are globally? Like, how are we ranking this by?
I would have used impact as an argument for Green Day. It have gone to that point. Do we want to go by John honors for rankings, like so we get an idea of who's the highest of each?
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is actually really difficult because
So
if we're going by Grammys, then she easily wins this. She's got the
but yeah, that if we're going on Grammys, then there was no point in doing this debate. But like I said, using Grammys is like using Ballon d'Ors and FIFA Best Player awards to determine who's the best football player.
Yeah.
So
This is hard.
On pop, I would say I mean, I guess Coldplay's a bit of a multi genre, but
well, for me, I'm gonna go by like who's the most talented. Okay, let's actually go by talent. Let's rank by talent. I think that's fair. I think we should rank by talent.
Well, if you're going by talent, then both Coldplay and Linkin Park not only have talented vocalists, but they have talented guitarists, drummers, bassists. Coldplay has a talented keyboard player as well. So they have talents in more areas than just the vocals.
Okay, let's actually do this top 10 by rank and talent. So who is the least talented of these 10? Sidekick does make a good point. It is heavily biased towards bands. And how else are we going to rank this, guys? Like, I can't think of how else we're going to rank these 10. I'm a commercial success. Okay, you know what? Commercial success is. Let's do commercial success. Actually, let's do that. Who is the least popular?
I don't know if commercial success will really measure it that much. It's kind of the equivalent to box office for movies. Actually, I mean, maybe a little bit of commercial success, but I don't know how big of a role that should play.
Yeah, this is really difficult, man. Oh my geez, why am I struggling here so much?
Top three. Not sure on the order, but I would have Coldplay, Eminem, Linkin Park.
All right, commercial success.
Yeah, Beyonce probably would be near the bottom.
Okay, let's go with Bad Bunny 10. This is difficult, man. Awards heavily biased towards Beyonce, and she's nobody top one. That's criteria.
Yeah. She's like the Meryl Streep equivalent of music, where like Meryl Streep just seemed to be constantly awarded Best Actress.
Okay, let's ask ChatGPT to rank it based on commercial success.
But commercial success also comes down to marketing as well.
Yeah. So they put Drake number 1, Eminem number 2, 3 Rihanna, 4 Beyonce, 5th The Weeknd, 6 Bad Bunny.
I feel like the best area to rank commercial success is where it is based on like the early stage, because later on the reputation is also going to factor into that commercial success. But if you go by early on, then there's not that reputational bias.
Okay, so let me put some rank base. Critics review. Rank based on the following factors. Commercial success. Critics review. Albums. Saying. Sport.
Probably be on for 5 to 10 minutes.
Beyonce first, Drake second, 3rd Rihanna, 4th Eminem, 5th The Weeknd, 6th Bad Bunny, 7th Coldplay, 8th Bruno Mars, Linkin Park, 10th Shakira. I think we'll just go with this list. I guess.
And I don't think any of us agree on Beyonce being number one or even top three.
Okay. Let's make a quick list then. We're running out of time. An hour and 40 minutes, so I'm gonna round up. All right, so 10th, Bad Bunny, 9th, Beyonce, 8th. I mean, that's just based on objectivity. Should we just go with the list?
We might. I
But I
think
feel like at the same time,
we're.
though, we just wasted.
I think I'd be okay to call it a ceasefire.
At the same time, though, I feel like we just did that list. Then we kind of just did the whole thing for this for nothing. So
Well, at least
Let's go.
managed to get the top 10.
Yeah, at least we selected 10, I guess. All right, let's do
If
our list.
if I'm gonna say number one, personally,
All right, how about-
I personally probably lean to Coldplay, but objectively speaking, I'd probably nominate Eminem.
guys, how about we do this? How about we do this, guys? Let's all give our number one pick and try not to be biased here. For me, I might go with Eminem.
Yeah, I'm happy to with no bias. I'm happy to have Eminem, and I had him in my top three, so sure.
Yeah, let's go with Eminem as a winner. Eminem won this, and then the rest will just go by the list, I guess. Whatever ChatGPT says.
Should we go by the at least for where both of us agree they can be higher than another. So
All right, yeah, Eminem. You know what? I'm okay with number one.
Yeah.
So
Bruno Mars or Coldplay?
The only issue I have with Bruno Mars is just he hasn't done a lot of albums recently. That's the only problem. He's just done more like singles and everything like that, and I feel like that's a big factor to me. But he's still very much listened to around the world. So let me see. Let me check something real quick about Coldplay. How consistent in the discography? Yeah, they've been more consistent. I'll probably put Coldplay second. In that case, then.
Yeah, I'm happy with Coldplay second. Then I'd say the Bruno Mars or Linkin Park.
Third. Linkin Park. Let me check. I'll probably put Linkin Park third, I guess.
Okay.
Bruno Mars. Actually, I think I'll go with Bruno Mars. I'll go with Bruno Mars, I guess. And Linkin Park fourth, I guess.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Fifth to eighth, I won't have too much of a say, but I'd put Drake near the bottom, and I'd give Shakira the best shot. But maybe Weeknd can be there. Maybe.
Okay. Now obviously I know Sidekick won't agree with this, but I do believe The Weeknd is better than Drake. Sorry to say it's a Sidekick.
I would say the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Sidekick's definitely going to disagree with that. And to be fair, I'm probably biased when I say that, but I do think. Actually, let's hear from the people let's hear from the non-Weeknd Drake fans. I want to hear from Pookie and Mats. Who's better to you guys, Weeknd or Drake?
Probably Weeknd.
Pookie,
yeah, I think I'd say Weeknd.
And also, people are saying, who is the closest to Michael Jackson? Is it Bruno Mars? I don't think there's anyone else.
In terms of like kind of voice, yeah, it is probably Bruno Mars because he's male and he's got the highest voice. I think, I'm pretty sure he's got the highest voice of
Yeah,
any of these others.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bruno, honestly. Yeah. Okay, so Pookie, man, let me know in the chat, man. And Bealey, I guess you could answer too, but I don't think he cares. So, Pookie, I guess could answer. Like Pookie, let's say you had to listen to one of the artists. Would you rather listen to Weeknd or Drake? Okay. Ooh, Pookie says Weeknd's a better singer, but if we took overall, it's Drake.
In this sort of debate, I think the vocals would come before, or because Drake is because before because Drake he'd had more time in the industry, and therefore he had a bigger reputation.
This is really difficult, but also I had to.
Legacy, but
well, you know, I just
would,
realized, guys. I didn't even think about this, but Drake already kickstarted. Drake helped Weeknd's kickstart his career.
Okay.
So I guess by default, I have to put Drake above Weeknd. I guess I have to, because without Drake helping, would Weeknd be as he is now? I'd probably not. So, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to put Drake above Weeknd. Unfortunately, I'm putting Drake above the Weeknd. And I guess Weeknd probably fourth.
I'd have Shakira above above both Rihanna and Weeknd. I think certainly Waka Waka was a game changer in both in the music football sector. I don't think I can provide much more. I can throw in a ceasefire there.
All right. So, final question, guys. Are you guys happy with this ranking? So, yeah, I ended up putting
yes.
Shakira above Rihanna, I guess. And yeah. Yeah, honestly, this is a really difficult list. Like, this was a very difficult list. And I tried to be as non-biased as I could. I even put I was initially gonna put Weeknd above Drake, but thinking about it, Drake became more successful initially than Weeknd. So yeah, I guess there's that. So but I think the number one thing is that Eminem is the best. I think we can objectively agree. He shaped the era the best. Like, without Eminem's impact on rap, would rap be the same as it is now?
I'm more disappointed that there aren't many like his that are like him, but he certainly did shape rap in the later 2000s, and then I think it then got influenced in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what I mean. Like I said, it's very much personal preference, to be honest with you, and I think that's why I was realizing throughout this that it's very hard to come up with an agreement one. But I think at least we had fun doing this, and I think we had a good time discussing this. Was very interesting. And I do think this was a great debate. So
I'm gonna call it there, but take care, guys.
all right, see you, Mats. I don't think it can be fully unbiased when it comes to these type of rankings, though. Yeah. So, Booga, are you happy with this list? Are you happy with this list? I think it's a decent list. It's not the best, I guess, but not the worst. But yeah. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna round off here in a quick 9 minutes. So I'm gonna so let me know what you guys think of maybe in the comments below. Maybe I'll do a YouTube short for this top 10. And you guys can agree or disagree in the comments below. So yeah. So yeah, it was a very difficult list to come up with. So I'm gonna save this real quick. So yeah. I guess we'll round up there. So how many likes we got on today's stream? We got 10 likes. Yeah, this was a good one. We gained 2 subscribers as well. Still kind of feel bad for Taylor, especially for the female artist thing, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I also kind of feel bad for my favorite artist, Ariana, but you know, it is what it is. At least I got Rihanna in there, which she's probably my second favorite, so I guess that's good. And I at least got Weeknd in there, so at least my favorites did make it, but not all of it. But it is what it is. Not everyone's gonna be happy. There's gonna be, and I think that's the point of these kind of debates, guys. Like we're gonna have disagreements, we're gonna have agreements. But one thing's for sure is that this was a very difficult topic, and there's not a clear, concise answer. Like everyone is going to have their own opinions, and everyone's going to have their own entitlement, everything like that. And that's the beauty with these kind of topics. That everyone's going to have their own different opinions. No one's going to disagree or agree with everything, and that's the whole point of these debates. So maybe next time we could do the best albums of all time, the best albums of all time. That could be a next fun debate we could do. Maybe best albums of all time. Maybe we could do something like that. You know, if you have any other message ideas for the future, let me know. This was really fun to do, and I'm glad you guys did enjoy. So yeah, Bad Bunny making top 10 as well, but he is massive. Maybe objectively, but she should be there. Especially because compared to the others, he came into spotlight way later. Okay, you know what? Before we round up, guys, let's go look at the ChatGPT list. So I'm going to give the 30 nominees. And let's see who the 10 they picked. So I actually typed all the names here in the chat, my notepad. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to rank these 10. So let's see who ChatGPT comes up with. Based on the criteria that Psychic suggested. So let's look at the ChatGPT and see what it comes up with. So Taylor Swift number 1, Drake number 2, 3rd by Beyonce, 4th Rihanna, 5th Adele, 6th Kanye West, 7th The Weeknd, 8th Ed Sheeran, 9th Lady Gaga, 10th Eminem, 11th Kendrick Lamar, 12th Billie Eilish. Wait, how is Billie Eilish above Ariana? What the heck? That's crazy. I definitely disagree with that. Bruno Mars, Coldplay, Bad Bunny, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber, Post Malone, Lana Del Rey. Then Katy Perry, Lil Wayne, Imagine Dragons, Frank Ocean, SZA, Justin Timberlake, Miley Cyrus, Shakira, Maroon 5, Lord, Linkin Park, Avril Lavigne, Britney Spears, Arctic Monkeys, and Charli XCX. So, yeah, very interesting rankings, I suppose. But these are the top 10. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, we didn't put Taylor Swift in our top 10. And who else we didn't put? We didn't put Adele in the top 10 either. And we didn't put Kanye West either. And we didn't put Ed Sheeran. So 4 nominees didn't make it from that. And the upper middle tier, Bad Bunny, 15th. Okay, now let's see if I didn't put the criteria. Let's see if we just get by default. Let's see who it puts. Agreed. Best album will be way tougher. I tried to fight Kanye's case, but I guess people were remember him for his recent comments and controversy. Yeah, that is true. I think that, and I think also another thing is that perceptions of people changed. You know, Kanye recently has not been that great. They feel like fighting for him. I wanted to represent the rapping list, but I'll take Eminem top 2, top 1. I mean, yeah, agreed. So, yeah, like I said, guys, this was a really fun debate. I wish we had like more people to come on and had their say, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, we'll try this again next month. Maybe next month we'll do another music team and type of debate and do like best albums or like best songs or something. That, you know what? I would love to do that. I'd love to do. I think let's do like live music debates, guys. We're gonna have some music debates every month. So next one, I'm gonna maybe do a poll. Which would you guys rather do, best songs or best albums? And we're gonna rank the songs, rank either the songs or the albums, and I think that'll be a really fun one to do. That'll be really fun to do. I think that'll be really fun to do. So, anyways, I'm gonna make a YouTube short for this 10, these 10 people. And like I said, try to publicize and try to get this channel to grow big. I think next month we're gonna do. Next month we're gonna do the songs. I think we'll do songs, and we're gonna pick the most popular ones, and we're gonna rank amongst us which songs do we actually enjoy and which ones are actually worthy of the top 10. So maybe I'll do like the 30 most streamed songs on Spotify, or maybe I don't know. I'll do like some kind of song thing or something. But yeah, it is what it is, and yeah. So, anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. It was a very fun stream. I think we had a great fun. This is probably the most fun I've had in a stream for quite some time. And this year, this is probably the best stream I've done this year, guys. Like, I don't think I've had a stream where I had more fun than this stream. This stream was really fun, difficult, challenging, and it was very fun to do. So, yeah, we'll try this again next month on August. And yeah, like I said, guys. So, you guys have any final words before I round off? And actually, those are the top 10 right here. So Taylor Swift, Drake, Beyonce, Rihanna, Kanye West, Adele, Weeknd, Ed Sheeran, Lady Gaga, Kendrick Lamar. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to share this on Twitter, I guess, and we'll go from there. But yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, we're going to round up here, guys. If you have any other thoughts, let me know in the comments below, guys. Remember, guys, like and subscribe on your way out, guys. And peace out.